FATIHA, which means the opening, is the first chapter in the Quran. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, called it the greatest chapter. It's referred to as the mother of the book because it encompasses the entire message of the Quran. Every chapter that comes after stems from its central message. It's also known as the 7 oft repeated because its 7 verses are recited several times throughout the day by Muslims during their daily prayers. Now, if we look at these 7 verses, we can divide them into 3 main parts. First, we have verses 1 through 4, which discuss the nature of God, who He is, and some of His important qualities and attributes. The middle part is just one verse, verse 5, and it describes our relationship with God and what that should look like. The last part, verses 6 and 7, we ask God to guide us to the straight path. These 3 parts come together to form the central message of the opening. Now let's dive into each part. The first part, which talks about the nature of God, begins with, "In the name of God." This sets the tone not only for the chapter, but for how to approach everything we do. We learn from the very beginning that whether we are reading the Quran or even taking a sip of water, everything we do should be in God's name and for His sake. It's a way to calibrate our mindset and bring our focus back to God. The verse goes on to affirm 2 important names and attributes of God: the compassionate and the merciful. It's understood here that the word compassionate